clapped really loudly next to my mic while I was speaking. And when I listened to the call recording, I could only hear my voice. My eyes were wide open.
Ever since the rollout of Krisp, it makes the other person hear us much more clearly.
Having Krisp being implemented has also cancelled out having additional complaints than what the actual query was about.
Before, I used to stress around average handle time, but now it's one of those KPIs where we meet it automatically.
I think that Krisp is crazy good.
My first experience with Krisp was when one of our IT guys installed it for me. And he told me to just speak. What he did was he clapped really loudly next to my mic while I was speaking. When I listened to the call recording, I could only hear my voice. So that was amazing to me. Like, really, my eyes were wide open because I didn't expect, like, where did the clap go? This has really improved my confidence while speaking on calls, basically because I know with Krisp activated, it literally sounds like I'm the only one that's in the office that the customer is speaking to.
When new starters come on the floor, they listen to calls. The girl came and she sat next to me. She was speaking to me and she's like, no, but there's so many KPIs, I don't know if I can do this. And then she saw the call come through, then she stopped talking and I was like, girl, continue. Krisp is here. It's this little live widget here that you see. It's running since I started shift. Then I told her, continue talking to me. She didn't believe me. I asked for approved admin just to play the call so that she could hear. She's like, so they didn't hear that I'm struggling with my KPIs. I'm like, no girl, they didn't. Nobody heard it, only me. So yes, I think that Krisp is really helpful.
So we have spin the wheels on the floor all the time when you win a CSAT or something. There's a lot of noise when that happens. We're all clapping and screaming. Krisp has helped in the sense that when there's a celebration on the floor, the customers can't hear that. They can only hear you and your voice.
So I remember before we had Krisp, whenever we'd have celebrations on the floor, you'd find that a customer would be asking, what's happening behind you? And you'd find that sometimes you need to place a customer mute or on hold because you don't want them to be affected of what's happening around you. Now, with the Krisp activation, that has allowed us to be able to praise one another even though they are still on calls.
It wouldn't be a great customer experience for a customer to continuously explain what they are going through. So when Krisp is implemented within our calls, it makes life much more easier in the sense of I can clearly explain as to, how I can help. The customer can also express themselves the way that they want to, not continuously reiterate what they are saying, which it could, also possibly, cause a customer to be very upset. But with Krisp, within our calls, it makes life much more easier in the sense of I can hear you, you can hear me. I can also assist you in the best way possible because communication is not an issue. Also with Krisp being implemented, it's also much more easier to actually get what the customer is calling in about, what their actual query is about, instead of the customer actually adding on and saying, oh, by the way, there's background noise, and it feels like you're not paying attention to me and you're not taking me seriously. So having Krisp being implemented has also cancelled out having additional complaints than what the actual query was about.
Non-mistakenly, the customer can always know that because of Krisp, there will be a good understanding and good communication and a great customer journey. And I also feel like it has developed our knowledge also, because now we know, because the thing is so clear, we can't just say no, that's that and the other. We need to obviously go open that knowledge base and give the customer proper information because he can hear us clearly.
The thing that still stands out for me with Krisp is that it really allows me an opportunity to express and show my professionality or professionalism. And also, it gives me an opportunity to really be an actor on every call, to be a psychologist, a counselor, to really just express myself and do whatever I need to.
So we have a system where we get customer feedback. Now, whenever a customer comments on those CSAT, they'll praise the agent to say they were clear in terms of what was said. They understood the process that was explained to them. I remember back in the day when we didn't have Krisp, and you'd find that most of the CSAT feedback we get from customers would be regarding background noise. But now that has gone away, and the only time a customer would be complaining would be regarding a third party that didn't assist them, but it has nothing to do with noise. Before, I used to stress around average handle time, but now it's one of those KPIs where we meet it automatically. And no one is worried about it anymore because they know we're going to meet this KPI. That's how good it is. We have a compass that measures first call resolution, and for us to pass it, it needs to be 75% to 100. And we found that most of the time we're on green now because customers call in, they are heard in terms of what is needed, and that inquiry is resolved much more quicker as compared if we had noises as a barrier. It has played a big positive impact in our daily lives and also on our calls. I think they can agree with me in terms of the difference it has made in their lives as well.
I think that it really helped us confidence level wise, because I have this thing where I can't say ends after each other. So I think that has helped also because I speak very fast. So the customer can't really hear me clearly. But now because of Krisp, the customer can understand me, my tone of voice, what I'm trying to say. So I feel like it really impacted us positively. And my case closure is almost on a 4 out of 5. So I feel like that's very good.
It helps you understand the concerns being raised on the call much easier. So now you are able to interact, advise the customer what your next step is, to advise the customer of the time frame also, and they understand everything. So I think Krisp is great.